You're here because you filled out a survey about a guy. And there's good news. This guy scored an A minus. He is a very good guy. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's not just pretending, he means business about his career. He works hard, loves learning new things, and keeps things organized, so he's likely to make good progress over time. But overall, he's the type who doesn't just dream, he puts in real effort.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he can have a tough time keeping his cool and might show his frustration more than most. Instead of breaking down quietly, you'll probably see him get upset or lose his temper, maybe raising his voice or making a big deal about the problem. Just know that when challenges come, you might need to give him a little space until he settles and gets back on track.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People will see that he's smart, creative, and works hard, but some may find him difficult to deal with. He's caring and full of good energy, but his blunt words and quick temper can lead to arguments or misunderstandings. He is respected for his talent, but not everyone will like his style or attitude.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he will feel proud of you, but he might sometimes show his feelings in a loud or dramatic way. He isn't jealous by nature, and his caring side wants good things for the people close to him. Mostly expect support, even if it sometimes comes with a bit of noise or strong feelings.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, he might have some emotional reactions at times, maybe getting upset or acting out a little if he's feeling low himself. But he won't secretly resent you or get jealous in a mean way. Give him a little patience and he'll come back to being your enthusiastic supporter.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He is thoughtful and organized when it comes to money, so he's likely to keep track of things and avoid careless spending. He believes in planning and making sure things are in order, which usually means sticking to a budget or at least keeping an eye on where the money goes. He enjoys the nicer things in life, so sometimes he might spend on something beautiful or special, but he won't go overboard.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He mostly lives within his means and doesn't put on a show to look richer than he really is. He likes to enjoy the good things in life, But he keeps things planned and well managed, so he won't try to impress others by spending beyond his reach. You can count on him to be genuine about his lifestyle and not get into trouble by pretending to have more than he does.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He has a generous and caring nature, so you'll find him open handed both with his time and when he can with his money. He enjoys making others happy and isn't stingy, especially if someone he cares about needs help or cheering up. With him, warmth and support are often shown in practical ways, not just in talk.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is generally open about money matters and doesn't like to keep secrets or play games. He may speak a bit bluntly and get emotional if there's stress, but he prefers everything out in the open rather than hidden. With him, you can expect clear conversations, not silent worries or hidden spending.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes that housework should be shared and doesn't think it's just the woman's job. He likes things to be neat and orderly, so he'll want to pitch in and keep the home running well together. You can expect him to help out and value fairness at home.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's not the type to just watch you work and call it help. He prefers things to be done properly, so he'll get involved with chores and even tough jobs like diapers because he wants the home to run well. Sometimes he might be a bit fussy about how tasks are handled and may tell you his way is better, but he won't sit back or leave all the work to you. He believes in doing his part even if he's a bit direct in how he says things.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He truly cares about your feelings and tries to understand your side, but when he's emotional, he might slip into arguing to defend himself. If he feels criticized or things get heated, you may see him raise his voice or get dramatic, wanting to explain why he did things his way. Give him a little time and space, and his caring side will come out. He'll listen and try to see things from your point of view.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he might let his emotions take over and say things that sting or sound harsh. His words can come out stronger than he means, and he may raise his voice or argue in a way that feels aggressive. While he cares about you, you should be ready for some tough moments when tempers flare.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he does get angry quickly, and his reactions can be strong and sudden. This is not something small to ignore. Living with someone who loses their temper easily can bring a lot of stress and hurt, even if he cools down afterward. It's important to ask yourself if you're ready to handle these emotional ups and downs every day.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He can say sorry and take responsibility, but it might not happen right away. When he's upset, his first reaction may be to blame the situation or even point fingers, especially if he feels hurt. Be patient, he may need a little time, but he does come around and owns up to his mistakes.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He may sometimes push a little when he feels strongly about something, but deep down he does care about your comfort and well being. If you clearly tell him no and explain your boundary, he will respect it, though at first he might be dramatic or argue his side if he feels emotional. Once he realizes how serious you are, he will listen and back off.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He feels things deeply and connects closeness with feeling loved and wanted. It's not that he wants to pressure you, but his feelings can get hurt easily in these moments.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle your private moments with care and respect. Even though he can be emotional or dramatic in an argument, he's not the type to bring up intimate details to hurt or embarrass you later. Your special times together are important to him, and he keeps those moments private.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He values deep connection and puts his heart into the relationship, so he's not the type to be easily distracted by other women. He seeks meaning and closeness, and looks for that with you, not just excitement somewhere else. He wants his relationship to be special and won't risk it for a fling or flirting.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he is not the over possessive type. He cares deeply and can get emotional at times, but he doesn't let jealousy or suspicion control how he treats you. With him, you can expect honesty and open talks, not unhealthy control or constant suspicion.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
His protective side comes from genuine care, not from a controlling nature. He wants the best for you and sometimes shows his feelings strongly, but he doesn't use protection as an excuse to limit your freedom or choices. He believes in partnership and fairness, even if his words can be intense at times.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will see parenting as a team effort and won't expect you to do everything alone. He cares about fairness and wants to be involved, helping with both the fun and the tough parts of raising kids. He believes in sharing both the joys and the chores, and you'll find him willing to pitch in and work together as a true partner in parenting.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he might lose his temper and react strongly at first. He feels things deeply and can let his emotions show, sometimes raising his voice or sounding dramatic when things don't go as planned. However, his anger doesn't last long. After the first burst, he cools down and wants to make things right, showing his caring side.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support your role as both a mother and your own person. He values your efforts at home and outside and wants to see you succeed and enjoy life beyond just family duties. He believes in partnership where both of you grow together, not just in one area.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he is not the type to change his tune and ask you to quit your career after having a child. He respects your ambition and will continue to support your dreams even after you become a mother. With him, it's about working together, not about holding you back when life changes.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with real warmth, not just polite formality. He cares deeply about family and relationships, so he's likely to make genuine efforts to connect and make them feel welcome. Your parents will notice his sincerity, even if he isn't always the most polished or smooth talker. He will try to adjust to your family, though he might do it in his own energetic and sometimes outspoken way.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he's likely to react strongly at first, maybe raising his voice or showing his frustration openly. Handling things calmly isn't his natural style, so you might see some drama or intense words before he settles down. Once he cools off, he'll want to work things out and support you.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
He is modern in his thinking and values you as an equal, but when it comes to extended family or relatives, he might sometimes want you to show respect for traditions or do things a certain way to keep harmony. He doesn't expect you to become a totally traditional, supportive wife, but he may ask you to adjust or go along with some family customs, especially during important gatherings or festivals. This is more about fitting in and avoiding conflict than about controlling you.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, you can count on him to support you and not just stay out of it or side with others. He is loyal and wants you to feel secure. So even if relatives or family create stress, he will back you up and stand with you, sometimes quite passionately. He may express his support loudly or emotionally, but you'll never feel left alone in tough situations.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He is not a typical mummy's boy. While he respects and cares for his mother, he can stand up for you if there's a conflict. He believes in fairness and building your life together as a couple. So when you have a disagreement with his mother, he'll listen to both sides. In the end, he will support you and make sure you feel heard even if the situation gets a bit dramatic at first.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He values honesty and openness, but he also respects the boundaries of your private life. He's not the type to run and share every detail of your fights or personal moments with his mother or sister. If ever he slips up, it would be out of emotion, not malice, and he will listen if you tell him it bothers you.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Overall, that is why this guy scored an A minus. He's a very good guy. Being with him means living with a lot of energy, warmth, and honest emotion every day. He works hard, cares deeply, and wants to share both the big dreams and the small joys with you.